After watching one of Adrian's Digital Basement's videos, he had a rework station. Now, a rework station is meant for circuit boards when you have to heat up chips, especially surface mount ones, and remove them with tweezers and, eagle eye eyesight and all kinds of stuff like that. Anyway, he mentioned he got a rework station and they were pretty cheap. I was under the impression these things were a lot of money. And I looked it up, and I got this one on Fleabay for about 35 bucks. So I said, yeah, I could afford that, no problem. It's an 858D. You can just search 858D rework station. They have other ones. This happens to be the digital one. It was like $2 more. The analog ones have two knobs, and you just kind of set it and hope sort of thing. It's very basic. Pretty much what this is a finely tuned heat gun. That's all it is, folks. It's a heat gun. Just like that, it's a heat gun. You can heat gun small stuff and heat it up, and it melts the solder and stuff like that, and then you can put it back here. You can turn it the other way so it'll burn your work surface, just like that. You could mount that on the other side. This is the side I chose to mount it on, like that. And they give you different tips with it. The one that's on there is a big tip. I'll show you, actually. So there's that. And then they give you smaller tips as well. And yay, it's a heat gun. And it's called a rework station, and it's fancy and stuff like that. So there's that, and this has a interesting feature. When you turn it on, the display on it will eventually go to dashes, and it knows when the gun is back on the holder. So there's some sort of reed switch or something in there. You can dial in the speed of the fan in it and use the up and down for the temperature. So we'll put it at the lowest speed. It should be on the lowest temperature. We'll take it off. It shows the temperature, and then when it gets a little flashy dot, eventually, there it is, that indicates that it is fully up to temperature. I'll turn the speed all the way up. Yay! And then you can put it on here, and it'll do that and cool itself down. And then we can raise the temperature up. If you hold it, it goes at fast increments. Otherwise, you can go by the very degree. It goes up to 450. At the higher temperatures, you want to run it at the highest fan speed, so this way you can watch it go all the way up and down. And it climbs to 450 degrees, and then it blinks the little light there to indicate that it is at that temperature. Now, there's no way that I can convey this on video whatsoever. I'm going to actually lower the temperature first to something like 159, something like that, and you'll see it'll go down. And it maintains that temperature. Now, like I said, there is no way for me to convey this, and I don't think the camera will even do justice to it. But let me get that better in frame. And if we zoom in on that light, I don't think the camera conveys it, but you could actually see it pulse the light very, very quickly as it turns the element on and off in the rework gun itself. So we'll come back down over here. I have the tripod out for something else. We'll raise the temperature all the way up one more time. Let it get up to temperature. And you see it actually adjusts like pretty quick. We'll put that on. it knows it's on there, so it's winding down. It keeps it running until it hits 100 degrees, at which point it goes to dashes, and then we'll eventually shut it off. And that's it. Pretty simple. Like I said, it's just a heat gun. It came with this little wire thing. I don't know if you could see. And this black stick. I have no idea what any of that's for. The book doesn't say anything at all about it, but it has some of the best English I've ever seen. Use traditional high-precision thermocouple temperature measuring circuit, dual operational amplifier controls to ensure work stability, large power, heating quickly, the temperature accurately, and stability without the airflow influence, the real lead-free desoldering. Air gun heater using the latest technology, skeleton type, high quality heater production, significantly improve the stability and reliability, and significantly avoid to shocking and anti-strike. Traditional techniques use quartz glass, cannot afford to drop and re-shock. In the transport and use of the process is very easy to damage, and working life is much longer than the traditional type. Series integrate all merits, use the newest microcomputer processor, PID program control technology, the precise digital show, air gun, and the iron temperature. The power is larger, the elevation of temperature is rapidly, it won't influenced by the air output, it is realized lead-free desoldering. What else do we have here? I don't know. It's just brilliant as far as the English that's in here. What else do we have? Desoldering station is laid out, then set the pump. This is for, yeah, this is correct here. Desoldering station is laid out, then set the pump at the bottom of the chassis, transport screws removed. Otherwise, the machine will issue a strong vibration or noise, will affect the machine overall performance. For transportation, must be installed a fixed screw to prevent vibration during transportation or do traumatic damage to ump. So you don't want to damage your ump. So we won't do that kind. Let's see, we're at 450. I'm going to run the speed all the way down, and then I'm going to put it back on. Now, you don't want to run these at the highest temperature at the lowest speed. You always want just enough temperature and just enough fan speed, but I'll do it for the video. It's on. It's heating up quite quickly. Well, it actually overshot a bit, but it will correct. There we go. We'll wait for the blinkety blink. Put it back on there, and this is how long it'll take at the lowest fan speed to go down and shut off. There, now it just shut off. So, yeah, it's interesting. I'll run the temperature back down to 100. We'll take it back off. So, kind of cute, kind of cool. How much use it's going to get, I don't know, but it was cheap enough. So I decided to pick it up. There is a fuse on the back. Otherwise, really nothing there. And one last thing I'll show you is the actual heating element, but I want to shut the lights off for that. Okay. I'll wait till I can see it. And I don't know if you can, but if you look quick, and I'll do it just quickly, yeah, you can actually see the glow in there. Because I don't want to really point this at the camera, but you can actually see the glow. And if I turn it down, it only really glows at the very highest. It actually is glowing ever so slightly right now. But, yeah, it works. It gets right up and down to temperature. Pretty cool. It's right on. It's extraordinarily accurate, which actually scares the crap out of me for something like this. Let me, before it goes off, we'll turn it back up for a minute. And we'll slow the fan down once again. And then you could speed up the cooling by doing that and slow it way down. You know, so there's stupid little games you can play like that. So like I said, I got this thing for like 35 bucks on Fleabay. I was like, yeah, why should I not have one? You know, and if nothing else, it can be used as a heat gun with pretty nice temperature control. Yes, the tip has goldenized. It actually even says in the book it's going to do that. Quality stuff. But these things are cheap, and it's so damn reliable. And, you know, as far as the temperature, there's even a calibration pot in there that you can actually adjust if you have some external way of measuring the temperature out of the heat gun. But, yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get much use out of it, but it was cheap enough that I should have one. So now I have one. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.